Hi. Okay, so I finished two books. It Ends With Us and The Dragon Reborn. This book does not romanticize domestic violence at all. And if you're like hesitant to read this because of negative book talk reviews, do not be hindered by those reviews because I think you should still give it a shot. And this helped a lot of women who are in these abusive relationships to get out. And so I don't think that the internet does that to books that become popular. It's become really loved. Everybody raves about it. And then a few people who like cannot relate to the experiences here or cannot appreciate what this book does for other women. Yeah, so they nitpick this book based on, they say, stupid character names, plot that doesn't make sense, characters that don't have any chemistry. The book romanticizes domestic violence. It's not written well. And this is not supposed to be like a literary fiction masterpiece. It's just the message is different, okay? Because of all those tiny comments that they want to say to this book, or even big claims like, yeah, it romanticizes domestic violence. Dude, Colleen Hoover wrote this because her mom was abused by her dad. Why would she condone physical abuse in this book? And it didn't. Just a lot of people just want to say that, and then other people get scared from reading this book. So I hope, really, if you want to read this book, do not be thrown off by negative comments from it. Just give it a shot, read it on your own, and then like form your own opinion. Okay? Okay, this story is about Lily, and she has a very abusive father, but not towards her mom. And every time like her mom gets beat up, she tells her mom, divorce dad, please, let's leave him. And her mom can't. So Lily can't understand why her mom can't do that. Okay. Then in the present time, she finds herself in a similar situation wherein she finds herself in the shoes of her mom. And let's just say she understands now why it was difficult for her mom to leave. And I personally am curious why people, like, I know this happens, that there are physically abusive relationships, but some women just can't leave. I'm curious about that. And I'm glad that through this book, I was able to have a perspective of why that happens and what you can do to escape it. So yeah, a lot of people miss the point of this book because they hate Colleen Hoover. They hate to read Colleen Hoover books just so they can have content. Like when the cool thing is to hate on Colleen Hoover, that is what people are going to do. So I'm not surprised by that. That is the nature of the internet. So if you are hesitant to read this book because of the reviews of other people, give it a shot. I gave it 4 stars. So yes, next book, The Dragon Reborn. I finally finished all the Wheel of Time books that I own. So I really like The Dragon Reborn. It's better than the first 2 books in the series, but at the same time, it did it again. Okay, it makes you like trudge through these long overwritten parts. The action is great, but it's just the pacing is really off. And then towards the end, it did it again. It becomes really action packed. Everything happens towards the end, and then it gives you a cliffhanger for the next book. And I don't think I can do that for 14 books. So The Dragon Reborn will be my last book for Wheel of Time, and I will probably just watch the TV series. I will be doing the wheel picker thing again for the next 2 books that I'm gonna read this week, or maybe 3, maybe, because I only have 4 books left in my currently reading, and I'll be done with my Goodreads cleanup. Okay, as you probably saw in the spin wheel thingy, I'll be reading these 2 books. I think I'll be able to manage it. I'll start with this one first because this came up first, and then this one as well. I've annotated it a little bit. I've started, and there are some highlights already. This one, I'm just marking it as I go along. I don't really think I need to write anything on here. Maybe I'll highlight a bunch of stuff. I'll be updating you again next week. My diary. Thank you so much for watching, if in case you were. Bye!